what we can do now, we can do back. On here. A good warm up for back on here would be straight arm pull down, which you can use with this bar or a smaller bar.
Yeah, because some people have got a cable or a lat pull down on their power rack and they don't have the rollers
leg
to
lock.
lock their legs.
Uh-huh.
So this is how you can work your lats from just any cable setup.
Just like this. This is a good lat one. Works your lats and your serratus. I mean your intercostals. That's under here.
I thought that was a type of church.
Intercostals. They're Pentecostals.
Yeah.
This one's always a good one. You can warm up with at the start or finish on it. And really the width is, you know, don't go super heavy. You want to keep using your lats and like you're just using your arm as a this, but you're really pulling from your back to pull it down. Some people go too heavy when they start pulling hard with the arms. They'll feel the tricep more. So you want to just keep it on the back. Like that. It's a good warm up. And then once you're warmed up, while you're standing still, before you get your bench, you can grab it here and like put your foot there, or if you've got good balance, pull it in to your chest and get all across your upper back. You can come in closer like this or go wider. I prefer about here, just feel like I get a better squeeze in the upper back just by pulling it in like that. You'll get to a point when you go really heavy, you might need to lean back more, but like I said, if you just want to work your back, you don't need to go super heavy, because then you get using, like I said, when a lot of people lock their legs under, they just start using more arms and stuff, because I've seen guys weigh 180, they'll be pulling down 300, but they can't do a chin up of 180 of their own body weight. So what's that tell you? They're cheating with pulling the weight down. So it's really just mainly focusing on the back and squeezing the muscles like so, like that. And then if you got the bench without the leg lock, you don't really have to have it. And you can choose which way you want to face. If you want to do pull downs to the front, you can just sit this way, or like the olden days, you can turn around that's that way too. Then also, don't forget, do close grip ones. And close grip you can use this way, which is really good for your back and that, or if you have this close grip handle here, which I recommend getting, I'll put it on in a minute, because you have to remember from here you can put this on, and it's really good for pulling down. We'll get to that one in a minute though, okay? So you got this one this way, and then this way, but then like I said, if you want to do it behind the neck, you can do it. Ooh, it's been that long since I've done it behind the neck. I don't even know where my position to sit. Probably got to go back more, but this used to be how we always used to do it. So that's with that handle. Now, as I was saying, you can take that one off and use this one for close grip. Just like that. Just pull it down to your chest. And normally too, like I said, you can lock your legs onto here, so you should be fine. Or if worse come to worse and you got a gym set up and you got a friend, they can just lean on your legs, or even
sit on your lap.
Sit on your lap, or if you're sitting back like this and it's just you and you're at home doing this, even if you had a dumbbell, you could just squeeze the dumbbell between your legs, because you don't need much to counterbalance it. But like I said, you can go pretty heavy without needing your legs locked in. And like even doing this medium weight, I'm getting a good pump in my back because I'm just using my back. And then when you finish with that, you can move this bench out the way, or you could use that bench too if you wanted. But if you want to go lower, like so, bring this down here, and then we have one of these little benches, or if you don't have this, you can just sit on the floor. Either way, it doesn't matter. And you just plonk yourself down. Here you can either get closer and put your foot on there if you want it, but I don't need it at the moment. But if you go heavy, you can just put your toes on there and do your seated rows. And seated rows also, you can use this handle, or you can use, just pass me that big handle, because all of them work different parts of the back. So one's for closer, one's a bit wider, so you can just, go a bit wider. This would like be simulating a barbell row, but you're sitting up in your oven and bending over. Like you can even go wider if you want, just whatever's comfortable for you. And as I said, it works all different parts of the back, the closer and wider you go. And then once you finish that one, pass me the rope, can you? Oh, good colour choice. Racist bastard. Same sort of thing, you can use the rope, and that gives you a bit more squeeze going back further. And actually Gary Stryer, that back in the day, would sit on the end of a bench, or you can just stand up and do that. Gets a really good squeeze. Same sort of thing with, I showed you with the bar up top. You can go, this one you can use for back as well. Just squeeze it down. You can do it for back if you come lower. If you go higher, you can do like rear delts and across the top of your traps. So it'd be like rear delt up here, or lats, bring it down here. And then if you are working back or rear delt and that traps, sometimes people do traps on back day or shoulder day, they're all connected back there, so some people, you can do your upright rows. And the upright row you can do with the rope or with the straight bar, just depends on you. And then if you have got the straight bar, thank you, assistant. I'll just connect this on here. Like I said, you can do the upright rows for your traps, but also with the straight bar you can go heavier and do your shrugs. So you got your shrugs or your upright rows for your traps, which you can incorporate in on back day. Ta-da! And like I said, if you've got one of these little handles too, that's a good size. Like if you are doing the things like this. And then also, if you got the one like these two, you can connect on. Same as the other one if you want to do them both together, but with the one handle, it's good if you want just to get the. I don't really need a double clip on there. Just to isolate your back. There, but just for the one arm, get a good squeeze by just turning it as you come down. If you've got longer arms, this can go up high, but if it's still not high enough, just sit on the floor, you'll be okay. Or on a lower bench. And it's the same as like the double handle. Any of these are good to use. Like I said, even as a, see, you've got a double row movement. If you've got a bench, you can put your feet on there. It'd be good for seated rows. So not just with a single hand, you get a better squeeze, as long as you're not doing that. You just want to get a, like so. There you have it. Look, I'm starting to sweat. Get my swole on.